Hey, happy Thursday. Welcome to another Chamber Check-In episode from Idaho's only five-star accredited chamber. Today, we get to hear from our friends at Bogus Basin. I have Susan and Sissy with us today. I'm going to bring them on stage right now. Hi, Susie. Hi, Sissy.
Hi, Chamber. Hello.
Hey, thanks for carving out some time with me today. I did not mean that, but that's cool. Bogus Basin. We're having such a great start to the season, aren't we?
It's been one for the ages.
Yes. Anybody who's skied here or been here for a long time understands the ups and downs of the industry and Mother Nature. And so, it's not every year that we're open on Thanksgiving or Christmas, and we sometimes wait till the middle of January. And, some years we're really fortunate to have early snow, and we're stoked because you're open right now, too.
That's right.
Right?
Absolutely. Okay.
All right.
We've taken as much control as we can over what's been a challenging start to the season.
Well, there's only one answer to all that. It's getting our snow caps on.
There we go.
Get ready. Pray for some snow.
Good job, Paul.
Okay, for those that don't know about Bogus Basin, these chamber check-ins are great ways to help share our member stories, their products and services, and the chamber and the Bogus and Bogus Basin have this great relationship. We love to bring the business community up for a day. That's coming up here February 5th. But for those that don't know, that may be new to the area, never been a season pass holder, tell us about the rich origin story of the resort and give us a few minutes on that.
Go for it, Sissy.
Well, Bogus was opened in 1942 as a community effort, between the early Chamber of Commerce and other entities that came together to put a ski area, kind of following in the tracks of Sun Valley when they started. Boise in the Treasure Valley at that time was much smaller, but looked at how do we build a place for our community. And since 1942, it's continued strong as a community asset and bringing people to the mountain. And in the last, 7 to 10 years, added a lot of opportunity in terms of summer operations, more educational programs, outreach to the broader community, and keeping it going strong. And even in, as you said, challenging starts to the season, as a community resource, we're working really hard to provide everything we can right now, and looking back at the founders of the area, hopefully making them proud by keeping it going.
1942. I've got one of those original books that Eve put together for everybody, and it's got those pictures of like the one lane traffic in the snow, 12 feet high on both sides. That's the classic story, right, of Bogus, and people wanting to recreate here locally. For Boise, driving 15 miles to a ski resort, you just don't get that in every single town across America. So we've got a cool thing going on here.
We have such a cool thing. You don't get that. And we are one of just a handful of 501c3 nonprofit areas in the country. And that is such a powerful opportunity for us to put back into the mountain any of the earnings that we make. And the community is so supportive, especially when we have a challenging year. It really makes a difference. And it's a really special collaboration that we have, starting with the chamber back in the early days, like Sissy said.
That's awesome. Okay, let's talk about some of the coolest things that have happened just in the last 5 years. Are some of the impactful improvements that have been made, from new towers, new food and beverage opportunities, new buildings. Help bring me up to speed and help share some of the top 10 things that Bogus has really invested in for the resort and the community.
Yeah, that's a great question. And as Sissy said, the changes that we've been making have been over the span of about 10 years to really do things that can improve the user experience on the mountain. That includes 2 new chairlifts last year, Bitterroot and Coach. It includes the Morningstar chairlift. It includes about to be revealed complete exterior remodel of the Pioneer Lodge, which was originally built in 1973. Our cracker box is going to be revealed as this amazing, with some, remembering how important it is to our history. Snowmaking, top to bottom snowmaking, second largest snowmaking system in Idaho. That has really been something we've leaned on this year. When we have our pilot of our Snow Secure program, which is a technology out of Finland, where we stored snow over the summer and used to cover part of the coach run the beginning of this season to get going. What have I missed?
Well, I think, the expanded summer opportunities with a kind of regionally, if not nationally renowned mountain bike park with downhill mountain biking provided 7 days a week with lift access. I think a new aerial adventure course kind of providing opportunities for groups and individuals to come up and kind of challenge themselves on a fun apparatus and get high up in the air and kind of see that. I think providing summer benefits, free concerts with national and regional acts coming to Bogus Basin and kind of all the summer aspects, it's a great addition for people that are gateway people, want to come up and see what Bogus is about, but might not want to challenge themselves with winter just yet, but start with summer and then expand to winter.
Yeah, and Sissy and I work super closely together. And we see Paul, we walk to work together, we love it. And we really, our job and really is it far to say our life's purpose is to really fulfill the nonprofit mission of Bogus Basin. And it is such a special area to both of us and our families. And so it's really cool to be able to work here and watch things come to life so we can have the community, everyone in the community come up and enjoy it in some way.
Yeah, thanks for all your efforts, you two, and the entire team, right? And we'll talk about some unsung heroes here in a minute. But I did want to mention that we did see a new steel structure and the membranes over it right outside the new Pioneer building. What's that all about?
Yeah, that is going to be a new venue called the Outpost. It's located on, for those of you who are summer visitors, where the tennis court used to be, very near Pioneer Lodge, between Pioneer Lodge and the top of the Morningstar chairlift. It is going to be a 10,000 square foot venue that is lodge seating, and in the winter, it'll be a space, full food and beverage space, and a bar, the whole works. And in the summer, it will be a great event venue for corporate events, all kinds of retreats, seating for 250 people. And that will be opening this summer. We got at the outside of the structure. It is a sprung structure. So it is this semi-permanent, if you will, building. And we got the outside fixed up now, and we'll complete the inside as soon as conditions allow after the spring.
It'll be a great spot for next year's Chamber Day.
Yes.
Or even more fun, a summer Chamber Day.
Yeah.
Come up this summer. Tour
the enhancements made or the refurbishment made in the Pioneer Lodge, drop dead gorgeous.
It is.
Well done. The team, it is, if you've been going to Bogus for 50 years, your mouth is going to drop, your eyeballs are going to pop out of your head, because the effort that was put into that and the thought is incredible.
Yeah, we are so proud of how that's coming together, and it is so exciting that Chamber Day is going to be one of the first events that we host in that lodge. I can't wait for everyone to see it. It's beautiful.
Well, we would love to bring the ribbon and scissors up and do a ceremonial cutting, if you don't mind. So,
don't mind a bit.
Okay.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can tell that there's thought going on about the future. And thoughtful investments that are being made with the growth of the Treasure Valley. You've been keeping up with the growth. I remember one of the biggest things was paving the parking lots. That has probably been a huge benefit not only to travelers and tourists, but also the maintenance team, to keep up with everything.
Yeah, absolutely. It made the experience of arrival so much better. And like you said, maintenance so much better. And so, we want the experience and the fun to begin from the moment you start up the 100 and some odd turn road. And so that paved parking lot was very well received by the community.
And one of those things that I think once it was done, it's like, now what did it used to be like? I think people easily forget that that was a great improvement, and good of you to remember it.
Yeah,
it's
huge. That's
yeah.
huge. Okay, we did want to talk about your team as a whole. So before we get to the specific video that I want to share, maybe you guys can just share a couple of highlighted people. You mentioned it's January Safety Month, and you had some people doing a video. I saw one of your ski patrollers out there on your Instagram page sending the same safety messages out. So why don't you shout out a couple of your teammates?
Yeah, sure. So January is safety month, so we're reminding everyone to be careful on the slopes. Ski or ride under control. Watch where you're going. Make sure you're making good choices. Put the bar down when you're going up. And we have a wonderful patrol manager that does a great job facilitating and overseeing our patrol. And then another really exciting thing that happened this year was the winning for Maddie Baldwin, who is one of our lift mechanics. She was entered in a national challenge for lift mechanics. It's called the Rise Up Challenge, and it was put on by Ski Area Management Magazine. And it is for young up-and-comers in that arena. And Maddie has been a lift mechanic for a couple of years, super curious, eager to learn, and she's just been an amazing asset to the team. So we were so thrilled she won this contest. We created a video of Maddie, and votes were cast, and she ended up winning, and she got a great scholarship for that.
Okay, I'm going to show the video. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, being the only female on the Bogus lift maintenance crew.
As soon as she got here, she proved herself pretty quick.
I thought she was going to burn out quickly, maybe not tough enough, which I have been completely wrong. She just keeps showing up like positive, like bubbly and happy, which is uncommon.
Okay, ready? Hey, I'm Maddie. I'm a lift mechanic here at Bogus Basin, and I have worked here for 2 years. I just thought it was climb a couple towers, press a couple buttons, and it's a lot more than that. And it's really, really cool to be able to do hands-on every part of the lift, and it's just cool to just see how everything works. And I love it.
At Bogus, lift maintenance is working 6 days a week, mandatory. And we operate the lifts once we're open for nights, 13 hours a day, 7 days a week for about 120 days consecutive. So if you aren't willing or able to handle that, like the job will kind of dictate if you're ready or not.
I was really nervous because I really started off basic. I didn't know anything besides being a lifty. So I got in that work tub and I was nervous to mess up, like handing him tools, but I was ready and I listened and it was great and we got it done.
Oh, well, one of the best traits that you can acquire if you want to go into lift maintenance is you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's cold, it's dangerous.
Weather's a big thing. Like if it's storming, it's a whiteout, you can't see your hand in front of your face and you have to get on a snowmobile and go uphill through downhill traffic to get to a top of the lift. You just kind of have to get a hold of your nerves.
Historically, in ski areas, there's a bunch of turnover. People come, spend 1 or 2 seasons, and then move on with their life. Maddie kind of shows that commitment that she's in it for the long haul, so passing down information is easier. She feels that it's more important to retain because it's going to affect her in the future. But Maddie's completely open
she'll be the first to raise her hand. Who wants to climb this tower? I'll go.
A lot of young kids are getting into lift maintenance, and I'd love to see more young kids and young females be a part of this. It's really fun. It's not just for men. It's a blast to do this job.
I hope at the end of the day we can have fun, but also I want the younger crew to be able to make a go at it.
She definitely makes this place fun and brings her own personality in. I absolutely trust her with my life up on a tower.
She wants to be the player that changes the course of the game.
If she wants to be here for 15 years, she's got a place here. That's for sure.
Wow. So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so proud of Maddie, and she was so excited when she won that. It's such a great example of the many opportunities that we have at Bogus Basin, behind the scene things that happen to make the place run for the public, and so it's pretty cool.
Okay, you've got Maddie, you've got your entire F&B team, you've got your ski school. How is everybody holding up?
I think with a surprisingly positive attitude. I think people are doing the job of many right now. They're filling in where they can. And it's such a positive crew, from ski school to food and beverage to, I want to shout out to our education program. We have an environmental education program, snow school, that runs during the winter months. It's in its 21st year, founded here at Bogus Basin. It's now a nationwide program, but they usually have an igloo and a belly slide and all kinds of fun things, and they're accommodating. They're doing things a little bit differently with a bit of a different snowpack, but they're still getting kids out there on snowshoes, and 5 days a week they've got groups coming up between 30 and 60 kids all the way into late spring. So those kinds of programs that you don't see every day on the mountain are still going on as well, even with the snowpack being a little bit different. They're making the most of it. And then on the other side, we've got our stewardship and sustainability team, kind of trying to grow programs. If people have been in the Bogus Creek Lodge this year, they're noticing a different waste management system where we're actually having staff and volunteers sort the waste. So we're trying to transition most of our food and beverage products to compostable. So we've got a system going now where the staff and volunteers are taking your trash for you and putting it in the proper places. And we're having nearly 0% contamination. So stuff is going in the right spot. So, sticking with the teams that are doing the day-to-day stuff, but also expanding initiatives at Bogus Basin to kind of be good stewards of our space in the forest.
Yeah, we continue to move forward with these great initiatives, and it is so cool to know that we knew this season was coming. We are prepared as an organization. The story was very different 10, 15 years ago. We have snowmaking, we have snow secure, we know how to expand and reduce the number of people we have working, and we're ready. And this season has affected ski areas throughout the West. It's not just us. It's been a challenging year, and we're doing everything we can. And the community has been so supportive. We may not have the whole mountain open quite yet, but everyone's having a blast, and we want to have as many people as we can up there having a great time. And yeah. I think it's going on that front. It's going great.
Tonight they can go up tonight until 10 o'clock. Our first night skiing night outing, open nights through Monday, and then after this weekend on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights going forward. So our night crowd can come back up, and it's the best view in town when you're up on the mountain watching the sunset and skiing into the lights.
Absolutely. There's nobody that does it better than y'all when you go from 0 cars on one day to 4,000 cars on another day.
Yeah.
And if you know what you're doing, you don't have to wait in line. You can figure it out. The snow's good. It seemed like everybody was in line and nobody was skiing, but I was the one skiing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we were skiing too.
Yeah.
Don't ride the singles line. That's just for me.
Yeah. Well, I think you made a good point there. The snow is good. the snowmaking team has done an awesome job, and using the Snow Secure, as Susie said, has got Coach with a really solid base, and the runs on the front side that are open are fun. You've got some spring skiing over on the Morningstar side and good winter conditions on the north facing slopes. So it's a good time to come up and ski.
Absolutely. Thanks for running Showcase too last weekend. That was
Yeah,
fun.
well, yep.
Okay. How can the community support y'all? I know we've got Chamber Day coming up. How can we support the mountain? And season pass sale coming up for the following year too?
Yeah, the season pass sale will be at the typical time frame. Exact dates haven't been set yet, but that late February, March. And so, we will be sharing information about that. That is the best way the community can support us, by having those returning season pass holders come back. Even when we've had, a challenging year like this. I'll remind you that last year at this time, we had the deepest snow in the country at Bogus Basin. So, it just depends year to year. We've had a long, good run. It's still really fun up there. So the season pass sale, come on up and have fun at Bogus Basin in the summer and winter, and share the story that we are about our nonprofit mission, and want to do what we can for the community.
Yeah, and I think just that reminder, if you're a season pass holder and you haven't come up to Bogus yet, make sure to stop in and pick up your access card on your way up the hill, and you'll be one step ahead of the game. Create your guest record, get all that lined up, pick up your access card, and come see us.
That's a great reminder.
I love it. Yeah, your team, your lifties are doing a great job of keeping the flow going too. Very efficient.
Yeah.
Nice job to them. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody who's listening, follow Bogus on their Instagram and Facebook pages. Absolutely. And I've got their website scrolling at the bottom of the screen, bogusbasin.org. Look for their great stories. They have some fun press releases, some more videos, some educational stuff. And then remember, January is safety month. So no need to be hard charging out there. Have a good time. Make some turns, and with that big smile, go get a burger and a beer at the lodge. Everybody, is that good? Is there anything else that we need to talk about?
No, we can't wait to welcome the chamber members up for Chamber Day. It's a great tradition up there. And like I said, you will help us inaugurate our newly refinished, beautiful Pioneer Lodge.
It's gorgeous. The date of that is February 5th. You can register through the bogusbasin.org website or the chamber website on our calendar events page. Join us next week as we hear from Idaho Cobbs, an organization that is helping victims of human trafficking heal, grow, and build safe lives. Remember to like and subscribe to the Chamber's YouTube channel. Susie, Sissy, have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Paul.
Bye, Paul.
See you soon.